to those that clearly suggest that it's perfectly fine for a woman to be above their men, but in some cases you are in denial of the truth, and the truth does not reside within you. I've shared gospel scriptures, sharing this time and time again, that God made the man the head of the marriage, thus ultimately making God, the church, along with his son Jesus Christ, the head of the woman. Now, for any man to challenge that with your blue-pilled ways of thinking and living, congratulations, you are feminized. And you are most likely within a relationship dynamic where the woman wears the trousers. And this shit doesn't wash with me. It doesn't wash with me. I don't give a shit how many people I have to offend with the truth. I will keep on offending those of you that try to weaken us men down with your bullshit. I will hurt each and every one of you, trust me, or you best believe. I will hurt each and every one of you with the gospel truth. And I will hurt your feelings and emotions too. Just to prove a point that you are chatting complete and utter shit, and that nothing you say will actually in fact convince those of us that are single to take that leap of faith. I mean, why should we take the leap of faith knowing full well just how corrupt this system is toward us men, thus including the women toward us men too? It's just not going to happen. Me personally, I would rather remain single than be with a toxic woman. It is what it is. It's not up for debate and it's not up for discussion. And those that are trying to weaken us men down, it's only going to bite you in the arse however many folds over, because you are going to need us men later on down the line when your lives come crashing above your very heads and you are left technically within your own dysfunction along with death. That is the life that each and every one of you chose. And those that worship evil as good and good as evil, you will never, and I mean never, have a place within the book of life. Because a real one doesn't praise evil for good, nor does he attack good for evil. He knows the truth. Despite his own battles, he knows the truth. And like I said, this world could keep on going down the path that it's going down, but I'm going to beat the living shit out of any one of you that cross my path and attempt to pull your bullshit on me. I don't care about your status. I don't care about your current lifestyle choice along with path, what jobs you have, how much finance you have even. I will find any piece of information there is to know about you, and I will exploit it, and I will expose it upon the devil's playground, and I will quite literally use the devil's playground to attack those that are trying to weaken us down. I know just how the devil operates. He tries to weaken a real one down, so much so the presence of the Lord is not within said chosen one, therefore their souls get hijacked by an unclean spirit. You're going to keep your degeneracy away from me. I am telling you now. This isn't a threat, it is a promise. You're going to keep your degeneracy away from me. Otherwise, I am going to take the law into my own hands. And I am going to beat you senseless with this bamboo stick right here until there is blood all over it. And then I'm going to crush each and every one of your souls by intensifying the pressure. And you're going to learn a valuable life lesson. That I am in control. I'm not just the will of the gospel, rather I am the law. And if you want to mess with me, if you want to underestimate me in any way, shape or form with your ongoing ruthless bullshit 24/7, you best be prepared to have sound biblical scripture thrown your way. You best be prepared to be intellectually challenged, so much so that you rage quit. Up to the point where you're tearing chunks of hair out your head and you're beating your face into a bloody pulp. Because that right there is a conviction of your own consciences. And this is what happens, like I said, when you choose to go down the path that you go down. And how about some life-threatening information toward the women? It's all good, the world trying to weaken us down, yeah? It's all good. But the one's going to be worse off out of all of this. It's not us that the world trying to weaken. It's you women. Because you're left with the arseholes of today's society. And you will never, and I mean never, have what you could have had with those golden tickets after choosing to take the path that you chose with us. You can't be followers of God and then do evil upon his chosen, his called. That right there is a double-minded perception on your behalf. That right there is nothing more than hypocrisy. And God will in fact place the spirit of denial, confusion, and delusion upon each and every one of you involved that are trying to weaken us chosen down. And the good thing is, we can always rebuild, like I said, and we can always strengthen the areas of our life that are attacked the hardest, right? Each and every one of you dumbasses that are following this blue-pilled narrative by taking the voice of the devil and his side, you can't. And you will forever, like I said, live to regret your lives and your pasts until it is actually in fact let go of and you reconcile your relationships with God through the Son of Man. I don't take kindly to people trying to weaken men down. I don't take kindly to that. And like I said, if the world want to continue going down this path, I don't care how many there are of you, I will beat the shit out of every single one of you involved. And you are going to need a team of surgeons to stitch you arse cheeks, I'm telling you now. You're going to need a team of surgeons to actually re-stitch your backs after a good lashing. You are going to need the gospel itself to save your souls from the damnation and the condemnation that you inflict upon yourselves by doing what you do. God is true to his word. He never misses. He's always on target. And he's always watching every bad deed that people inflict upon us. And you best believe he will punish those involved according to the weight that they dish it, and they are the ones going to be left within floods of their own tears. They are the ones that are going to come crawling back like they always do, crying, begging and pleading for the golden ticket that they so happen to throw under the bus to save their sorry asses from everything they inflict upon themselves. Well, I've got news for you. It is not going to happen. Are you familiar with the phrase, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." There's not going to be a third or fourth time you fool me. I am telling you now. Each and every one of you are going to be left on the streets reaping what you sow, however many folds over. And you are the ones, like I said, that are going to be affected the most. Not those of us that you choose to do evil upon. Real talk. And it's only going to get worse for each and every one of you involved, and not us. The bullshit stops now. I am telling you, the bullshit stops. Otherwise, like I said, I'm going to take the law into my own hand, and I'm going to beat those and lash those so darn hard for even attempting to weaken us men down with this bamboo stick along with my belt and buckle. You're not going to be so high and almighty then. You're not going to be laughing and joking then when I've stripped all of that away from you. All that you are going to be left with is the sorrow, the same old pain and suffering, and only God knows what else you try to inflict upon us. That is all you're going to receive once it's all said and done. The bullshit stops now. Like I said, this isn't a warning. This is a promise. And I have the balls to carry out my word. I don't care whether you're a man or a woman. If I catch any of you trying to weaken the men down in today's society, you're going to receive a lashing. And you are going to need a team of surgeons to stitch your backs up along with a new arse cheek. I'm not even laughing. I'm not even joking. Because I am just about sick and tired of all of this bullshit. Because we are having our precious, valuable time wasted by morons that praise evil as good, that destroy good as evil. That is going to change. And if I have to, I will call up my army of chosen. I will call up those truth seekers myself. And I will start World War III until there is nothing left of this degenerative cult movement. Take heed unto this voice and know that I'm not even joking. Do I look as though I'm laughing? Nope. The bullshit stops now. It stops. It's not up for debate. It is not up for discussion. It stops. Otherwise, I am a man to my word. I will lash you however many times without a shred of guilt, shame, not even a teardrop, nothing, because you've brought it upon yourselves by doing what you do. The weakness that you inflict upon those of us. Thankfully, we can heal ourselves from it. Those of you that are doing the dishing, you can't. You will forever remain trapped and enslaved within it because you are fickle. You don't have a backbone nor a spinal cord to stand up for yourselves and protect what is rightfully yours. You would rather allow the world to dictate how you can and can't live your life. Well, that's not going to happen with me. You best believe, like I said, even behind closed doors, I am planning and I am prepping. This shit has to stop. It has to stop. And the ones going to be left worse off, like I said, are those that are either caught up within it or those that are trying to project it onto other innocent people in order to elevate their prides and egos. If it's elevation you want, oh, I'll give you pride and ego, the elevation that it doesn't possibly need but requires even. I will give your pride and ego that elevation, alright? I'm not even joking. Since it's pain and suffering that people clearly like and are addicted to, quit while you're ahead. I'm not going to warn you once. I am not going to warn you twice, nor a third time. It is over. Victory is won within the presence of God and the Son of Man. And there is absolutely nothing that anybody can say nor do via the projecting that they do 24/7 to convince us otherwise.